full of auspiciousness, Mangal, Shubha, Swasti. These are the words used in Sanskrit for auspiciousness. Mangala, Swasti, Shubha, Sham. Sham is also Swasti only. So this atmosphere of auspiciousness, it is a very, very great boost to the mind, to the human mind. The human mind has got a tendency to just take the wave and then go along with that. And the human mind, the feeder for the human mind are the senses. Suppose you have a fragrance now. As you are sitting down, there is a fragrance. Nobody need tell anything. The fragrance will go through the olfactory sense. It will go and immediately produce an impression in the mind. The mind will say, what is this? So beautiful fragrance, from where is it coming? It will make the speech to speak. It will make the eyes to move. It will even make the body to get up and go in search of the fragrance. So the slightest prompt the mind gets, it will get engaged in it. Similarly, suddenly the peacock cries, and you hear the peacock. The ears have sent the message here. It goes to the mind, says, what a beautiful, wonderful, wonderful bird cry. It's a beautiful bird cry. When we came and sat down here, it was cool and there were clouds. It was as though it may rain. So that feeling was there. Now suddenly we all are feeling the sunlight. Sunlight beautiful, not at all hot. Again the mind, message has gone to the mind. Message has gone to the mind. The mind has taken it. So the mind feels pleasure and pain. Pleasure and pain. And above all these things, when the willpower chooses to do a thing, the mind will keep going. When the power of will in a human being decides, doesn't matter whether the fragrance is there or not, whether there is somebody calling or not, I have decided to do this. So this decision of the human being, with all willpower, it will silence the mind. So the only way of silencing the mind is to make a resolve. That is called a sankalpa. And sometimes that is not sufficient because the power of the will is not developed. Power of the will has not been developed. Therefore, we go and reside with people who have willpower. When we reside with them, then they will show us the way how to control the mind. When we are doing good activities with them, automatically the mind will come under control. So this activity of chanting the Hanuman Chalisa, especially for the young minds, this will automatically build willpower. They are not used to sit down and chant something for 7 times. So this is like a training for the mind also, and this is the way to become Hanuman also. This is the way to become Hanuman. As I told you yesterday, the more we regularly chant this Hanuman Chalisa, the first chant itself will be the awakening of the Kundalini power. The second chant would have taken it above the Manipura. So like this, chanting with more and more concentration, will develop tremendous power in us. So we pray to Hanuman that he gives us all the power to lead our life in the most beautiful manner, always cheerfully. And here we have Jo yah padhe Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karahu Gurudev Ki Nai. Yesterday we chanted this. Victory to you Hanuman. Oh, victory to you Hanuman. And Hanuman, as I told you, it's not just an external Hanuman, the Hanuman within us. Victory to Hanuman. Kripa Karahu. Be kind and shower your grace upon us, just like our Guru Maharaj does always. Sankat kate mite sab Jai 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 Hanuman. Jo sat bar paat kar koi chhoot hi bandi mahasukh hoi. So I already narrated an incident in the year 1992 maybe. We were traveling from Bombay to Delhi, and Swami was traveling with the Guru Maharaj from Haridwar. So we were sitting in the Rajdhani Express from Bombay to Delhi. Just when we were about to, that is about 2 hours before we actually got into the train, Swamiji's temperature, body temperature increased very much. was so hot, body very much high fever, and we had a doubt whether we can travel, but Swami was heavy, tremendous willpower. Hey, don't worry, don't tell anybody, come, we'll sit down. So we sat into the train. There was no berth. Mumbai to Delhi, no berth was not able to. We had to sit in the chair and then go. That is, but so good, that is second class AC, 2 AC. So we sat, and he was sitting near the window. Then beside, here I was sitting, and the entire body is very, very hot. So something has to be done. So as the train moved, so slowly I kept the hand on Swamiji's hand, on the chair handle. In the mind itself, I started chanting the Hanuman Chalisa and made a resolve. Sankat kate mite sab pira, jo sumire Hanumat balbira. Just kept the hand and then started chanting. By the time 4 were over, temperature had come down. By the time 4 chantings were over, the temperature had come down. And Swamiji turned and said, and completed, 7 completes, and he turned and said, Tumne kya kiya? What did you do? So that is the power of Hanuman Chalisa, but it has to be done with intense concentration, remember. Absolute intense concentration, which is called as tapasya. And we put our mind into focus exactly like the lens. Exactly like the lens which can burn through the sunlight. It takes the light and then concentrates, makes the focus, and then burns anything which you do. Exactly, the mind is like a lens. The mind is like a lens. The more you focus, the more power is there in you. And then things will start. Whatever we call Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi, they are going to come to you if you focus your mind. This is not just a theory. It's absolutely practical. So by the grace of Hanuman, let us all become very, very powerful beings. Good beings, and may do a lot of good to the whole world. Hari Om Tat Sat.